Hey guys, it's Jay Doran, CEO of Culture Matters. I am standing here with not just an entrepreneur, but a great father, Kenneth Bentley, good friend of mine. And today I just want to really know, how do you balance, how do you do it?
Okay.
And give us a little background of yourself.
Okay, the background, I'm a Philadelphia firefighter, veteran, 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, coming on 10 years, February.
Firefighter.
Yeah.
I just tell people that when I'm at the bar.
I'm a father, musician, software developer. So, and a lot of people say that, like, how do you do it? Even people, coworkers, how do you manage time? Well, it's really time management, scheduling, and a really good support team. I have a really good support team. You know, I have like my children's mothers, they're really supportive. My mother is really supportive. My sister is supportive. You know, I have a good, flexible schedule with my job, and I maximize all my free time. And I think that's the biggest thing. I maximize my free time.
So you maximize your free time.
I maximize my free time.
Now wait though, if we all have 168 hours in a week, and how many people do you meet? Oh, I don't have any free time.
Exactly.
So how did you figure out that you had free time?
Exactly. I figured out my free time from when I didn't have the responsibility of having my kids with me or going to work. I took that time. Now, a lot of people, they go home, they turn on the TV, and they're watching their favorite sitcom or something. And that's an hour right there.
Hour, yeah.
That's an hour right there. Or they might have it down. Yeah, exactly. They might have downtime somewhere. You know, even if what type of career they have. You know, they might have an office desk. They might have a break. That's more time. You know, if you don't drive. You know, sometimes I drive. Sometimes I would catch public transportation just so I can use that time get things done. So I optimize my time management, and that's how I really
Did you figure out how many hours that people will waste or you would waste in the past? Do you have an idea?
Probably 6 to 8 hours.
In a week?
6 to 8. No, you can wait 6 to 8 hours in a day.
In a day. Wait, he just said this is a father, a fireman, an entrepreneur, multiple businesses. He's got real estate. That's how we met. I called him. He didn't even know who I was.
Right.
It was a hot call. Here we are.
Exactly.
And you're telling me you got 6 to 8 hours in a day that was wasted that you can reallocate.
Exactly. Multitasking and time management.
6 to 8 hours in a day. That's like 42 to 56 in a week, isn't it?
Exactly.
Like 200 in a month, 2,400 in a year.
And you have to think. We have 24 hours in a day. How many hours do you sleep?
How many hours do we sleep? Let's say we sleep 9.
Exactly.
You have 15 left or something?
Right, exactly. Some people sleep 6 hours.
Some people sleep 6.
Some people sleep 4 hours.
Even if you give them 10, you got 14. If you work 9 to 5,
right,
what is it, 8 hours? You got 6.
Exactly.
Now, it's funny you said that because I just read this. The average person reads about 20, I keep doing that. I read a lot. The average person doesn't read anything, basically. Less than one book. But the average person watches 2,100 or so hours every single year of TV and about 1,400 hours of social media.
Exactly.
So that's 3,300 hours.
Exactly.
That's like insane. That's more than the average person works on their job because it's a 40-hour work week. But statistically, they procrastinate 30% of the time. So that's really 28 hours, which is 180 hours a month of work, which is only about 1,200 hours a year of work.
Right.
Do the math, 1,300 hours.
Exactly.
So you work all year so the government can take your money on your W-2 and you go on one vacation and you eat yourself to oblivion.
Right.
And you're actually doing more social media and TV. You're actually doing triple that.
Exactly.
And so this father that has all these businesses said, I'm going to take that time and I'm going to grow my life.
Exactly.
And now what's your goal? When are you going to be financially free?
Wow.
Based on what you're doing, think about this.
Yeah, I mean...
If you keep doing what you're doing, we've talked about
consistently, a year or two?
A year or two, he's going to be financially free. Now, how old are you?
Me, I'm just turned 30.
Wow. He just
I
turned
don't
30.
Look it.
Now, if anyone saw the video I posted the other day, hey, he looks like 22. This is good. You got your skin cream here.
Exactly. It's how
Most
you take
people
care
spend
of
the
yourself.
first 40 years of their life saying they're too young. And the last 40 years saying they're too old. And they don't have enough time. So I want to model Kenneth. What excuse do I have?
Right.
Seriously. It's mind-blowing. Now, for the audience, what's your biggest takeaway? How did you figure out how much time you had and what did you do with it?
You know,
He's smiling because he's thinking about my money. He's thinking about my whole money.
You know, how I figure I'm pretty like hardcore when it comes to stuff like that. Like, how did I figure it out? really, I just get mad when I'm not productive.
Oh, what a
That's just how I
influence
get.
he is on his kids. I just get mad when I'm not productive. All right.
I just get upset. Like
All
if
right.
I'm watching something, I'm listening to music or something, I just found everything that I like to do and found a way to replace it with something that's productive. When I'm driving to work, instead of listening to something that can't grow my mind, I'm listening to audiobooks and things of that nature. Every time, and that's what I did. I just tried to optimize.
So audiobooks, you write down your goals,
right?
You stay focused.
Exactly.
You make sure that you figure out what are the things that I could be doing that could waste time, and how do I replace it with things that help me.
Exactly.
Wow, that's really profound, and I appreciate this conversation because someday I hope to have even more kids than you. And if I'm going to do that, I got to stand on your shoulders so I can see farther than this guy. So how can everybody find you?
Like I said, Instagram, I'm Buzzin' Bentley, UMBUZZINBENTLEY. Facebook, search Kenneth Bentley, Mr. Bentley, and actually just Google.
There you go. And if you're a babysitter out there, you got somebody because you know you're going to get busier. This is Jay Rand, CEO Culture Matters, Kenneth Bentley, the grand poobah of fathership and entrepreneurialism, and you guys have a great day.